20 years ago, Anna lost her daughter. The girl, whose name was Raquel, was only 4 years old. Anna met a friend in the park. Talked to her and the girl just disappeared. Police and volunteers combed the parks, every street in the city. For a long time. Many people were told about her whereabouts, but the girl was never found. After her daughter disappeared, Anna didn't want to live. She blamed herself, but with the help of her husband and oldest son, Nathan, and a psychologist, she was able to deal with her pain. All these 20 years, the woman could not stop thinking about her daughter. And then the unbelievable happened. On Christmas Eve, Anna came to visit her eldest son. Some news was on TV and suddenly the woman approached and started screaming hysterically that it was Raquel. Turns out they were showing a story that talked about a girl who had lost her memory and was now in a hospital in a nearby town. The girl could not walk or talk. Some people had severely beaten her and she was practically dying. She was found by random passers-by and now the police are asking for eyewitnesses to come forward. None of the family could understand the signs Anna used to determine that she was their daughter. But the next day, everyone went to the hospital. It may sound strange, but Anna never doubted for a moment that it was Raquel. She secured the opportunity to visit the victim in the hospital. Although the girl was unconscious, Anna continued to talk to her, telling her how she lived without her. Gradually, the girl's condition stabilized, her wounds healed, and she became responsive when called upon. She still couldn't speak, but with weak gestures, she tried to communicate. When the girl improved a lot, Anna took Raquel to her house and began to take care of her alone, crying almost every day with happiness that her daughter was alive. It was as if she were starting to live again, breathing with all her might. The whole family rejoiced for her. Some time later, Nathan took a DNA test without his mother's knowledge and discovered that the girl he had found was not his sister. He thought for a long time whether to tell his mother, but after consulting with his wife and father, they decided not to tell Anna, because she might not be able to handle another blow of fate. A year later, Raquel was able to walk and talk on her own. But she had no memory of who she was or where she came from. So she was still Raquel to everyone. The whole family got so used to her that even Anna's son, who knew the truth, called her sister. 5 years later, Anna is gone. In her later years, she was happy that she was able to find her daughter and get her back on her feet on the day of the funeral. Raquel went to her make-believe brother and father and said that she would be leaving soon but that she would give him her new address. Everyone was shocked by her decision and Raquel told the whole truth. As it turns out, the girl remembered early on that she wasn't Raquel and had nothing to do with Hannah's family. She was raised in foster care, often running away and wandering with others like her. One day, an acquaintance of hers, with whom she was hanging out at the time, drank heavily and severely beat her. When Raquel woke up in the hospital, she saw Hannah at her bedside. She was so kind, so real, like a real mother. Raquel never had parents or a brother, so she decided to pretend for a while. But despite her lies, she never wanted to hurt Anna. After all, they all showed her a very different life, in which they loved and cared for each other. And Raquel will remember her and her family for the rest of her life. Now, after Anna's death, Raquel has decided that she won't deceive anymore and it's time for her to go. As she recounted this, Raquel gently wiped away the tears that streamed from her eyes. Nathan and his father were surprised by her story, but this girl who suffered so much made not only herself happy, but also her Anna, who lived her last years in peace with herself. Then Anna's husband approached the girl, hugged her and said that everyone wanted her to stay with them, because she had become like a family. Raquel couldn't believe her ears, but continued to refuse, thinking she had stayed too long where she didn't belong. Then Nathan said that they had known for a long time that she was not related to them, but she made his mother happy and replaced his sister, who had disappeared, and he would be grateful to her for that until the end of his life. It doesn't matter what she did, good or bad, but with her deceit she saved some lives, hers and his mother's. In the end, after everyone cried and poured their hearts out to each other, Raquel decided to stay. Hope you enjoyed this story. I ask for your like and comment what you think and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you later.